Okay, I'm leaving the Tri-Point Homes and I'm heading northbound towards the strip, basically. And immediately to my left, they're building what looks to be a commercial area. And I think over here to the right is a park, because there's like a parking lot, and it's called the Inspirada Overlook from what I can tell up there. But the main thing is, this is right here at the corner of Bicentennial and Via Contessa. So Bicentennial is a very busy road, and I believe it goes east-west and actually connects back towards Las Vegas Boulevard. But right now we're driving into the main part of Inspirada. When I say main part, I'm talking about the area that has been developing over the last 10 years. This is probably what Cadence will feel like in 10 years' time. Cadence is a newer community, but very much a master plan community like this. They are still building quite a few homes here at Inspirada. Toll Brothers is one of the builders, KB Homes, Tri-Point. And this intersection here is Via Firenze. Via Firenze was probably the original main street through Inspirada. If I go left here, it will take me back towards Volunteer. But I'm going to continue forward on Bicentennial. And about 1.1 miles away from that house on Tenerosa, I think was the name. 1.1 miles away is a shopping center. So right here, we're actually entering Anthem Highlands, which is an area that I might have mentioned to you. But this is the Albertsons shopping center that most people in Inspirada go to right now, as well as everybody in Anthem Highlands. So this area is still developing. I want to say that this particular shopping center was probably completed about 14 years ago. But it didn't have very much. It had an Albertsons, and I think it had the Wells Fargo. Now they've expanded. They have these little satellite shopping centers. So you've got, I think, a couple of restaurants in here. There's a CVS. There's a Roberto's Taco Shop, Subway, Subway sandwiches, China Tango for fast food Chinese, insurance company, Chase Bank. Okay, so I'm actually going to drive back and show you a little bit of Via Firenze. They were developing this back in 2007 when they built the first KB homes and some of the Toll Brother townhomes out there. But it's all part of Inspirada, and I think originally they had planned to have 5 different sections of this community, kind of like how Summerlin has it. So you've got like different gated communities, different little areas. They've got an animal hospital here. It's convenient. It's the animal hospital. So I am driving westbound on Bicentennial right now. And I'm going to go right or north on Via Firenze. So obviously we're winter time. There's a lot of dormant trees and things, but it is very pretty here during the spring and summer when everything's blooming. Directly in front of us is Potenza Park. There's another park called Sonata Park. It was all kind of named after music and stuff. If I remember correctly, there was a whole like music and arts theme to this community. So there are some larger homes you can see. These homes along here, in fact, I have one in contract, about $750,000. back here. I'm still driving south on Via Firenze. I just passed Cantata. So there's a combination of single-family homes as well as townhomes here. But what people love is that you've got basketball courts here. There's a playground. This is Capriola Park. Sorry, I'm trying to drive and hold the camera. And again, this is Capriola Park. I am now on Via Firenze, driving westbound on Del Terra. And this is a school. I believe it's an elementary school. So we're on the other side. I'm just taking a little drive here. So this is the Ellis Elementary School. I just kind of drove around the block. So I'm now at the corner of Del Terra Avenue and Via Italia. Some of these are Toll Brother townhomes. And on my right, these are KB houses. I'm back on Via Firenze. They live really close. So this was the original Inspirada. This was the first park that they built. And there's like bocce ball there. What else is there? There's like a place you can fly kites, like just a big open grassy area. And then on the right side, we have these little KB townhomes. And they have access to their own community pool, which is over here on the left. And again, this is specific to these townhomes here on the right. I'm continuing northbound on Via Firenze. I think I might have said south earlier. Anyway, this is northbound. You can see these are some other townhomes. They are Toll Brothers. So the insides are going to be probably more upgraded, and they're definitely more expensive than the KB homes. Now this here, what we're coming up to is Volunteer Road. And this is a major artery in Henderson. We'll take a little drive down it. So in the distance, you can see the strip. And if I go left, which is what I'm going to do, you'll have a chance to see the Raiders practice field. If I go right, it takes me back into the hills. And that's going to become Seven Hills and Anthem. So there's the strip. I am heading westbound on Volunteer. So you can see there's a lot of open space here. That's primarily because it's an airport, like a little, what do you call it, private jet airport. And then that big black and silver building that's got that flat top roof is the size of an airplane hangar, and that is the practice facility for the Las Vegas Raiders. So all of this to my left will eventually be developed, since that's all part of Inspirada. I'm actually going to make a U-turn up here. So this intersection here is, I'm on Volunteer. If I go left, it's Via Inspirada. If I go right, it's Raiders Way. And Raiders Way does connect to St. Rose Parkway, which is another major artery. But directly in front of me, if I keep going west, I will eventually hit the 15 freeway. I'm going to U-turn it so we can go back into Seven Hills and Anthem. Okay, now I'm heading eastbound, and I'm on Volunteer. You can see the hills in front of me. Again, over here on the right is the Inspirada development. Okay, so now this is City Anthem. If you were 55 and over, this is where you'd want to live. There's some very lovely homes, as you know, that are small and cute and in the hills, and some of them even have views. This area is huge. It's really big. So on this road, there's one of my favorite views. So on the right is Anthem 55 and over, and on my left is an area called Grand Hills and Seven Hills. And on the left side, it's not age restricted. On the right side, it is. So from here, there's a bike lane that you can ride actually, and there's a really beautiful view of the strip. I sold one of the houses up there on the ridge. Those are going for about 2.3 to 3 million. Some of them, if they're looking at the strip, can be even more. So I am at the southernmost point of Eastern Avenue, and I'm actually heading north now on Eastern Avenue. Eastern Avenue goes all the way from Henderson through to downtown, basically, downtown Las Vegas. It's a very, very long road, but I was just at the southernmost point. So over here on the left side are some very big, expensive houses. On the right side, this is at Eastern Anthem Village. We've got a Vons and a CVS. There's also a couple banks, coffee, cute little cupcake store. So I'm at Anthem Village, driving northbound on Eastern. So now we get into the traffic of Eastern Avenue. Because it is such a big road and it goes so far, it's very much a commercial street. So you're going to have the big box stores on this street. You're going to have lots of restaurants, gas stations, all kinds of things. And I'll show you a little bit of this because it's actually not too far from my home. But we are still at the southern part of Eastern Avenue. This particular intersection is little. It's Summit Grove. The next kind of major intersection is going to be Sunridge Heights. And Sunridge Heights, going eastbound, eventually becomes Green Valley Parkway. So these are all things that you can kind of follow on a map. But this is a very nice neighborhood. It is not age restricted. There are a number of gated communities kind of tucked away within this area. And what holds the property values up, I think, in this area is that it's zoned for Coronado High School and for Glen Taylor Elementary and Del Webb Middle School. And Nevada isn't particularly highly ranked for public high schools, so the good schools in town are well sought after, and people are willing to pay a premium if they have families and they want their kids to go to these schools.